lesson in fly fishing.
Use your body. Be a woman for a second.
I'm here to help. You and I will get through this together.
How you folks doing today? Good? Good. Well, thank you for coming. You're going to enjoy yourself today, I think. I think we got a good one for you today. If you've got a kid who's struggling with weight issues, then you get just how devastating that can be. Today, 1 in 3 kids is overweight or obese. It's a big problem in this country. We got an 11-year-old boy who's nearly 100 pounds overweight. He wants to make a change, but he has no idea how to do it. We're going to give him some help. It starts today. So then later on, imagine crossing paths with someone day after day and never ever realizing that they're your long-lost sibling. Sounds unbelievable, but it happened to a brother and sister that we have here today, and they're in for a big surprise because they've got one more long-lost brother who's backstage right now. Can't wait to see this. This should be really good. But first, let's go to the audience. It's time for Ask Steve. Julie is here with the question about her family. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Steve. I've been married for 18 years, and for as long as I've known my husband, he screams at the TV during sports, especially the Jets game. Our boys are 13 and 14 years old now, and they're doing it too.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do?
No. No.
No?
No. Listen.
Earplugs?
You do whatever you want to do, but you can't stop it. It's a bastion of manhood, ma'am. It's what we do. Your husband, by nature, is a competitive person. That's by nature. We've taught this since we were little boys. We've been racing each other, beat you to the pole. First one, last one on the block is a rotten egg. First, you beat me here, I beat you there. I'm bigger than you, I can jump higher, I can do more. It's that deal. So when we're watching sports, we're not watching, we're playing.
Yeah.
We're in the game. I'm the quarterback. I'm the running back. I could have dunked the ball if they'd only throw it to me.
Right.
I'm the coach. How could you miss that? I would never have missed that from there. We can't take that from us. Ladies, leave us alone with that. Here's the trade-off. And I've never said this on national TV. You shouldn't stop us from watching sports and yelling at the TV, because we can't stop you from shopping. Something you love to do dearly that serves no purpose to us. This same thing we love to do dearly that serves no purpose to you. That's it. Sorry, darling. Thank you very much. All right, now let's talk to Sandy, who's got a question about her extended family.
Hi, Steve. I live in a small town. In fact, my grandma lives across the street, my brother lives next door, and my mom's right there. So everyone kind of jokes and says that we live in a compound. So with that being said, everyone knows everyone's business.
Okay. So
recently, I just started dating somebody, and he stayed over a couple of times. I know, they know, he's been over. So my question is, how do I address it? Should I just tell him, like, yes, he stayed over, so move on?
Yeah. I mean, does your boyfriend know it? Yeah, I know.
Here, stand up, stand up.
Yes, I know it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You pretty much ain't got to say nothing. If it's him, they know it's him. That mama knows exactly who that is right there. I love this, man. No, and look, you're an adult.
Right.
If everybody's in your business, you're obviously a little bit concerned about it. I wouldn't say anything until they said something to me.
Right. Okay.
There was this man over your house last night, and we saw him go in there. And you just go, yes, it was. That's it. Thank you very much. That's it, man. All right, next is David. David, who's thinking about getting married.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, Jesus.
I sing, I do music production, songwriter. So my hair is obviously important to me. All right, so, you know, my girlfriend and I were entertaining the thought of getting married, and she wants me to cut it off. Now, I don't want to cut it off. I think that, you know, this is an expression of myself.
Yeah.
Do you think that I'll regret not cutting it?
Do I think you'll regret cutting it off?
Yeah.
I don't see how the hell you ain't regretted having it. I got some more news for you. It's her daddy that wants your ass to get this haircut. Okay, here's the deal. I'm 56. I was 28 years ago. I can't tell you the stuff that I regretted. And if I had a picture of all of those things when I was, 28, I'd have some moments to look back on and go, God, you were stupid. So you're going to get married with that hair. That's going to be your wedding pictures. These pictures you're going to look at the rest of your life. And your kids. Look back at mom's and dad's wedding pictures. That's the photo right there. Click, click. Is this how you want to be remembered at 28?
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know what, David? I think you should do it. And I think you should keep your hair just like that because it's a form of expression for you. Now, are you going to regret it later on in life? Probably so. But right now, you don't see anything wrong. I don't either. And you know why I don't see anything wrong? Because you're not marrying my damn daughter. If you got a question, folks, and you want to hear from me, head on over to SteveHarveyTV.com and tell me about it. We'll be right back. Oh, yeah.
Coming up next, too many temptations cause this child to tip the scales.
I'm 11 years old and I weigh 188 pounds.
And Steve steps in to help him make a change.
Trust and believe, if I can fix it at 56, you can reverse it a lot quicker than I did at 11.
And later, these siblings were separated from their brother.
What would it mean to me?
Oh my God, it would just make our life complete.
Today, they get a huge surprise.
It's on. Just Jump Around, weeknights at 5 on WGNT.
Hey, welcome back, folks. You know, childhood has got its challenges, but it's especially tough for kids with weight issues. It's not just their health. They're constantly the targets of bullies and often suffer from low self-esteem. Just check out this email that I got from a viewer named Colleen. Okay, Colleen wrote, my son Cooper is 11 years old and 80 to 90 pounds overweight. We want to help him, but nothing seems to work. He's a great student and he gets good grades, but other kids tease him. He should not have to deal with this. Can you please help? Okay, the thing is, we called Colleen, and it turned out that Colleen didn't write the email. Cooper wrote the email himself. and he's with us right now. So, folks, well, good job, man. So, Cooper, let's just get this. What made you write the email?
I thought you'd be an adult to write the email, and I wanted to lose weight really bad because I've been struggling with it for many, many years now.
So you decided, since you had to be an adult, you just fake it like you was your mom.
Yes.
Write the email. Slick move, my man, my man. I understand that there's a special reason that you want to lose weight. What is that?
I got motivation for girls because I started noticing this year, and
Huh? You started noticing them girls?
well, I already knew about them, but I told my mom that until this year, because I already had 2 girlfriends this year.
Okay, let me tell you something. Cooper, that's a good sign. Because girls will be the motivation the rest of your life. If you got to the weight you really wanted, what do you think it would mean to you?
I would have a better appearance, and I'd be more active, social, feel happier.
Why do you think you struggle with your weight?
Because we constantly have junk food at my house because my dad goes shopping, like does all the groceries. My brothers like the junk food and the soda and the chips and all that stuff. So we have ice cream and I kind of get like, I kind of want it because they're eating it and we can eat differently because I have to have a different meal like salmon or salad.
Okay, well here's the deal. I needed to see exactly what was going on in Cooper's house. So we gave him a camera and we had him record a typical day. Take a look at what we found.
My name is Cooper. I'm 11 years old and I weigh 188 pounds. On a typical day for breakfast, I eat a healthy cereal or fruit. My dad always eats chocolate donuts and coffee. My brothers and sisters eat sausage, bacon, eggs, and toast for breakfast. The rest of my family don't have issues with weight like I do. They're not overweight like me, so there's constantly junk foods at the house. Pantry's full of chips and soda, and my freezer has sausage and ice cream, and the fridge has fudge and pudding. My dad buys all the food and does all the cooking. For dinner, he makes everybody hot dogs, hamburgers, and barbecue ribs, and I have to have a different meal. I have to have salmon or salad. I don't like being different from my family and my friends. This is something I've been struggling with for a long time, and in first grade, people started calling me names like fat and ugly. I was walking around like by my park, and kids just came up, like older kids. Started calling me a bunch of names, like cussing at me. Weight, but I don't know how, and it's really hard. Nothing is working, and I don't know what else to do.
Cooper's mom is joining us right now. Welcome to the show, Colleen. Thank you very much. Were you surprised that Cooper wrote in?
I wasn't surprised that Cooper wrote the show, but I was very surprised to hear from the show. Cooper is an amazing son. He's so loving and caring, so supportive of everybody. And he's so inspiring.
Okay, now, you've lost a lot of weight yourself.
Yes, I have. I've lost a little bit over 100 pounds. And Cooper helps me on the days that I'm having difficulties and keeps me on track.
So the rest of your family doesn't eat like you and Cooper?
No, they do not. My husband is the cook of the family. And so Cooper and I eat differently than the rest of the kids.
Okay, you also said that the kids, they bully you. So, well, when you were younger, do you still get bullied?
Not too long ago, I got bullied. It was like, it was at recess. A classmate called me fat.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to get you some help. Now, we got 2 people in the audience here to help Cooper conquer some of these weight issues. Please welcome nationally recognized weight loss doctor who specializes in children, Dr. Wendy Center. And also clinical psychologist, my buddy, family therapist, Dr. John Duffy. Welcome. Okay, Dr. Wendy, let's start with you. Does it surprise you that Cooper struggles with his weight?
No, not after seeing the video and just seeing how much bad food is still in the house. Even if Colleen and Cooper are doing a good job in being careful with their food, if the temptation is there, then Cooper's going to get into it. It's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Okay, Duffy, what's the biggest problem you see?
The element of exclusion
that Cooper describes seems really, really damaging to me, right? You know, because it feels shameful to be set aside in the family, especially a big family like yours, and to be told you're different, right? And you don't get this treat, you don't get this meal. And I know that in all likelihood, Mom and Dad don't mean for that to be a shaming thing, right? It's a healthy thing. But if it feels shaming, then I really urge you to change it. That's the biggest thing. And the other is, if there is a culture within the family of bullying and of kind of setting apart, I think that really needs to change as well, because that's damaging not just to Cooper's self-esteem or any of the other kids' self-esteem, but the fabric of the family overall.
Yeah, I think we got a great place to start from, because what 11-year-old kid writes into a national TV show? I mean, posing as his mom. This is a guy who really wants to get it right, and on top of all that, he has a motivational factor involved here. So I think that there's a real shot to really help this kid today. This is what we're going to do. We're going to meet the rest of the family right after the break, and we're going to find out the results of Cooper's recent doctor's visit. Is his lifestyle affecting his health? Stay with us. We'll find out. Don't go away. This is good.
Coming up next, a series of nutritional tests raises alarming concerns.
That really puts him in the extreme obesity category for children.
Steve's got a plan to turn his health troubles into triumph.
Big boy in the building, baby.
And later, a female fly fishing guru
You can fly fish for tranquility and for relaxation. I do it for the adrenaline part.
lures Steve into an unforgettable lesson.
As soon as you start casting like a woman, you start casting properly.
That's what I want to do. I'm back with 11-year-old Cooper and his mom, Colleen. Now, Cooper wrote to me because he wants some help losing weight. But we also got Cooper's dad, Craig, as well as weight loss physician Dr. Wendy Center and family therapist Dr. John Duffy. Okay, now, Craig's been backstage listening to our conversation. Craig, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, what do you think when you see your son and hear him struggling with his weight?
It's sad. I've seen him come home sometimes teary-eyed, that people have picked on him and stuff like that, and I'm proud of him that he wants to change.
Yeah. Have you ever struggled with your weight?
No, I'm one of those guys who could probably eat anything I want to.
Just eat it?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel responsible in any way for Cooper's weight?
I do. For years, it's like you said, we've had always junk food. I mean, not all junk food, but I buy a lot of donuts and ice cream and stuff like that, keep in the house.
Okay, Dr. Wendy, you did a full assessment workup on Cooper. What'd you find?
So before I go over the results, I just want everybody to know that everything I'm going to mention is reversible if Cooper loses weight, okay? So the very first thing that we discover is his BMI. So normal child 18.5 for his age group. So Cooper's is 35.2. And that really puts him in what we call the extreme obesity category for children. So it's something that really carries a lot of different concerns with it, just the BMI itself. We also did some blood work on Cooper. One of the things we tested was his vitamin D level. So a normal vitamin D for a child his age should be somewhere between 30 and 100, and Cooper's was around 15. So what that tells you is vitamin D is what makes the calcium go into the bones, into the muscles. It helps with their growth. If you don't have it, you tend to be fatigued and achy sometimes. So this is something that we're going to want to take care of right away.
Now also, a lack of vitamin D prohibits weight loss.
It can, absolutely. So it's sort of a chicken-egg thing, right? And so in addition to that, we also drew his sugar, and his sugar was slightly elevated, putting him in the pre-diabetic category. So we want to move that back to normal with weight loss. With that, in some children, we find a high insulin level as well. So a normal child, his age, will have insulin that is usually around 15, and it fluctuates throughout the day depending on how much growth they have. A child who's obese may be somewhere around 20 and fluctuating again. Cooper's insulin is 53.4, which is 5 times normal. And this really makes sense in terms of his hunger. The higher the insulin, the harder it is to get full. And so this is why, even if he wants to, he's trying so hard. He can't turn off that signal without some help.
I want you to understand something. What doctor's saying is all this is reversible.
Exactly.
This isn't the sentence here. This is just what's causing the problem. So you can understand a little bit about this body mass index. I did mine last year. I was at 30. I got that 30 down to a 21. Now, I still got a little ways to go, but I lost 25 pounds this year. And it was because of this girl. It's going to be the reason your whole time, Coop. Don't even worry about that. Look, if I can fix it at 56, trust and believe you can reverse it a lot quicker than I did at 11. Is that a true statement?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. That's what I need to know. All right, so now, if this is reversible, doctor, what does Cooper and his family have to do?
Okay, so one of the first things that we would do is focus on treating his vitamin D deficiency. So we need to put him on some medication for that, likely. And the next thing, and I wouldn't do this for every child, but because Cooper falls into that pre-diabetic category, there's a medicine called metformin, which is used in diabetes, pre-diabetes, been well studied in children, and that really helps so much to get hunger back under control and also bring his sugars down.
Listen to your kids, hear them out. They're going to be sad, they're going to be scared, and not just today and tomorrow, but in the weeks and the months coming, because this is going to be a process for them.
We okay with that, Craig?
Yeah, we're good with that.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get you 2 pictures. I want you to get a picture of what you want to look like and put it on your mirror in your room. Then I want you to get a picture of the girl that you one day dream about having. Put these 2 pictures on the wall. Just a nice looking lady on the wall. Let mama help pick out.
French model?
French model? That's the one.
Thank you.
It's just a reminder. You'll be what you see. It's what I've learned in life. And so use that to help you out. Now, family, we got a couple of ideas for you here. I want to do something for you real nice. Dr. Wendy has promised to work one-on-one with the family to create a new nutrition plan. Plus, the whole family is getting a 1-year membership to Athletic Revolution in Northeast Indiana that includes 6 months of weekly personal training sessions for you, my man. You're going to get your own personal trainer. Big boy in the building, baby. Yeah. This time, and I'm going to have you back on my show. This the deal me and you going to cut. When you get to where you want to be, I'm going to invite you back on the show, and then me and you, Coop, we're going to go to lunch together. Just me and you. Hang it out, man. Special thanks to Dr. Wendy Center and to my buddy Dr. John Duffy. We'll be right back. Big boy in the building, baby.
Coming up next, an on-the-fly fishing lesson. Make Steve feel like a fish out of water.
Now use your body. Just be a woman for a second.
And later, 2 siblings on a search for their long-lost brother.
It would mean the world for us to all be back together.
Steve has an emotional surprise that will change their lives.
Welcome back, everybody. Listen, my next guest takes the meaning of fly to a whole new level. She is one of the leading fly fishers in a sport dominated by men. Please welcome today's female groundbreaker, April Boki. Hi, April.
Hi.
Okay, now, many people have seen it, but exactly what is fly fishing?
Well, have you ever fished before?
Absolutely. I've been fishing since I was a little kid.
Awesome. So with regular fishing, let's call that conventional fishing.
Uh-huh.
You use the weight of the lure or the lead to get your hook to the fish.
Right, yeah.
Right. Well, with fly fishing, we're trying to cast little tiny flies. Think black flies or house flies like you have in your house.
Right.
They're really small. So we have to use the weight of the line to deliver the hook to the fish.
How did you get into fly fishing?
I started fishing at a really early age.
Mm-hmm.
My dad never really fished. No one in the family got me into fishing. It wasn't until I was in my teens, until I was 16 and I could drive, that I started fishing every day.
What's the biggest misconception about fly fishing?
You know, there's 3 of them that I'm going to tell you. One is that it's expensive. It's really not that expensive at all. 2 is that it's a man's sport and that you got to be this guy with lots of muscles to be able to deliver your fly to the fish. It's all finesse and timing, so it has nothing to do with strength. And finally, when you think of fly fishing, do you think of an old guy with a pipe in his mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's boring.
The waders on.
Yeah, it's boring. That's not why I do this. I do it for the adrenaline part. You can fly fish for tranquility and for relaxation as well, so it's really whatever you're looking for.
Okay, let's get to it.
Okay, so I'm going to teach you 3 very basic fundamentals.
Okay.
First things first, this is like a paintbrush.
Okay.
This is like your paint.
Okay.
Whatever you're going to draw with your paintbrush, your paint is going to show, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I got it.
So what I want you to understand is that rod tip placement is very important.
Rod tip placement.
You got it.
Yes, just like when you cast.
Yeah, with the lure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now,
Rod tip placement.
let's go ahead and do the cliche clock analogy. If this is 12 o'clock, this is 1, 2, 3,
okay,
all the way around, right?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and let's try to keep it between 11 and 1.
Keep the rod
tip between 11 and 1. Now watch what happens. You're using your wrist. We want to use your forearm. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch my rod tip here, and just the rod tip.
Right.
I'm going to start between 3 and 9. Do you notice? There's no one behind me, is there? Notice that my loop is, what shape is it? It's huge, right?
Yes, huge.
Horrible. Now watch what happens. I'm going to start to slowly shorten my stroke. And now you see how tight that loop is now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the first one. The second one is timing. So if I have it between 11 and 1, but I'm too fast, what happens? It whips, right? So we need to give our line enough time to unroll behind us before we come forward.
Before you come back.
Say it takes 3 seconds. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now let me say, can you feel it back here?
Yeah.
It's a feel thing. So when you feel it, you can come on with it.
That's called loading the rod.
Loading the rod.
So it's like this.
Yeah.
So the final thing is after you counted to 3 and you've felt your rod load, you want to make sure that you are having the proper power application. So it's a complete and sudden stop. You can't bounce it in the front. You can't bounce it in the back. You just want to make sure that it's a complete stop.
When you say a complete stop, what do you mean?
Just as you come forward on your forward cast, just make sure you stop without bouncing your rod tip.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Totally. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Nice. Good, and easy on the forward. Are you using your wrist?
Yeah, I did. I was using the wrist.
Put this foot forward. Good. Now use your body. Just be a woman for a second. You start casting properly.
That's what I want to do. I ain't got no problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, see, I've been waiting to do this my whole life.
You got it going on.
I've never done this, but I need this on tape.
Okay, go ahead and drop it down. You got it. You're so sassy.
Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, April. Hey, we'll be right back.
Coming up next, an amazing story of separated siblings reconnected.
I just started crying. I was like, oh my God.
But there's still a missing piece to their family puzzle.
It would mean the world for us to all be back together.
Next, Steve Harvey. We're kicking off Memorial Day weekend with the master of entertaining.
Plus, you never know what you get.
Steve's finding 3 ways to date. On the next Daytime Emmy-nominated Steve Harvey.
Hey, we're back, everybody. We've got time for just one more thing. Great communities are only great because of the amazing folks who live and work in them. That's why 10 years ago, my partner and I launched the Neighborhood Awards. Now, not only do we recognize some of the nation's most influential community leaders, but we also put a spotlight on folks running neighborhood businesses. Now, right now, we're scouring the country for the nominees, and the winners will be announced during a spectacular Las Vegas ceremony in August. Some of the categories include Best High School Coach, Best Teacher, Best High School, Best Community Leader, Best Church, Best Salon, and there are so many other categories. If you want to nominate someone, do it quickly. The window is closing fast, and voting begins in June. For all the details and a complete list of the categories, head on over to SteveHarveyTV.com. All right? This has been a great show. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Thanks for coming, folks. We'll see you next time.